All right. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. And we could not be more excited to have you here today. Seriously, give yourself the recognition you deserve for putting this time into yourself and your business. I'm going to give you a quick introduction and then we'll jump right into the webinar. I know you're super excited, so let's get to it. My name is Maddie. I'm the social media manager here at Flodesk, and LaShonda Brown will be teaching us all about how to have your best sales season yet with Flodesk Checkout. She is an award-winning corporate film producer, YouTuber, speaker, and tech educator based in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Over the past decade, she and her husband Josh have produced hundreds of educational videos internationally in both English and Spanish. Their commercial content has been distributed through outlets like ESPN, ABC, NBC, Fox, Comcast, Cinemark, and even national parks. Through her YouTube channel, Bootstrap Biz Advice, she empowers entrepreneurs all over the world to leverage tech to grow their biz without breaking the bank and generate passive income without burnout. LaShonda has shared about Flodesk with thousands of YouTube videos, and we're proud to have her with us today teaching this webinar as one of her very own Flodesk University instructors. LaShonda, I'll let you take it away.
So like I said, the name of this webinar is How to Have Your Best Sales Season Yet with Flodesk Checkout. So you heard from Maddie, who is the social media manager for Flodesk, and I am a speaker, YouTuber, and tech educator, and we are going to be talking about Flodesk Checkout in this webinar. Now, I love to set intentions with saying, hey, what is our mission and what's the method? Our mission today is to grow your email list and monetize your content with Flodesk Checkout. The method is going to be promoting freebies with paid digital product upsells using only Flodesk Checkout. So if you do not have a website, if you do not want to pay for a site like Zapier, this is the webinar for you. Now, I want to make sure first and foremost that you guys are actually set up to sell. There is a process that you need to go through before you even hop into Flodesk Checkout to make sure that your Flodesk account is primed and ready to make money. The power of your list is directly tied to the specificity of your segments. So what I want you guys to do is to make sure that you go into your Flodesk account and you create a segment for each freebie and upsell product. If you're new to Flodesk, a segment is essentially a folder inside of Flodesk. You want to make sure that the email addresses have somewhere to go so that you know exactly how they ended up on your email list. We are going beyond the days of just throwing everybody into the same list. You've got to segment them in order to leverage that to make money later on. Now, here is a great example from a friend's website, moreloveletters.com. Their mission is to use the power behind social media to handwrite and mail letters to strangers in need all around the world. And if you look at their Flodesk form, you can see that they have essentially two segments underneath what interests you. So as people type in their email address, they select what they're interested in, and then they're dumped into the appropriate segments. So before you hop into creating a Flodesk checkout, use this opportunity to make sure you have all your segments in place. And I would also encourage you to clean up your list. This is a great time to remove email addresses that have bounced, people who are not active on your list, people who have unsubscribed who are still there. And if you need some help with cleaning up your list, I have a YouTube video called Organizing Your Flodesk Account on my YouTube channel. I have a huge Flodesk playlist, so that video specifically will help you walk through the process of getting organized. Email segments without workflows are like attending college with a typewriter. You'll still get the job done, but it's going to take you much longer than it has to. So we want to make those email segments, but we also want to make sure that we have workflows in place. Once people have opted in for your free resource, are you leveraging Flodesk to automatically send them follow-up emails? One of the things I see people making the mistake of time and time again is they have not authenticated their domain, so it's hurting the delivery rate of their emails. So if you're having trouble with that, again, you can head over to my YouTube channel. You can watch a video about how to do that. I also have a video called How to Deliver a Freebie or Opt-in with a Flodesk webinar workflow. So if you are attaching a freebie to a webinar that you're doing, you can also do that in Flodesk. So make sure that these segments are not just living out in the ether, that you have got some type of workflow, even if it is a thank you email attached to your email segment. The next thing is you have to connect it to something for your money to go into it. Right now, Flodesk Checkout integrates with Stripe. Most people have heard of PayPal and Stripe. My business personally had a Stripe account already set up. So I connected my existing Stripe account to Flodesk Checkout so that all of those funds went in the same location. So Flodesk Checkout is not going to charge you a platform fee, but Stripe is going to charge that 3% and 30 cents per transaction. I have found it is actually easier to connect it to Stripe before you start setting up checkout. So everything is fairly seamless. So again, this is all part of that setup process before you start designing, before you start thinking about how you want to upsell. You want to get your list cleaned up, those segments set up, your workflow set up, and then make sure it's connected to Stripe. I want to remind you guys that Flodesk has an amazing blog. A lot of people don't take advantage of the Flodesk blog. And right now there is a blog post called The Ultimate Guide to Flodesk Checkout. So if you want one location where you can kind of see the process broken down, that's something that you can also reference. All right, so this is my favorite part. If you're not used to online marketing, if you're not used to using free resources to funnel people into paid offers, I want to break it down for you. And here are some ideas for freebies that convert. People call them freebies, opt-ins, lead magnets. They're literally all the same thing. So what you want to do is you want to think of some type of free resource that if a person downloads that resource, they are already primed and ready to pay for an offer from you. So an example of a digital download could be a recipe card. If someone opts in for a recipe card, that person would be primed and ready to buy a cookbook from you, right? You're taking a small taste of what you offer, and then you offer them the full meal, okay? So recipe card could lead someone to purchasing a cookbook, a checklist of, say for instance, how to organize your closet could lead someone to a paid ebook for how to organize your home. A template, like say for instance, a Notion template. If you gave them one template, you could probably upsell them an entire template bundle. So you can leverage a free digital download to funnel people into a paid offer. But that process is fairly seamless, right? If someone has already qualified themselves for that free resource, then they're ready to buy that paid offer when you're ready to offer it. So you can do a free digital download offer, but you can also do a free digital experience. And so I like to separate those two. A digital download is something that the person can consume on their own. It has nothing to do with you being around or you being available. But a free digital experience has a little bit more involvement. And the reason why you would do that is because what you're trying to sell them costs a little bit more money, right? So if you did a webinar, if you hopped on a live webinar like we're on now, that would be a great free digital experience that could lead someone to wanting to purchase an intensive with you or booking a strategy call with you. If someone took a quiz, they took the time to walk through a quiz, they would be primed and ready to buy a mini course from you. If someone participated in a 3-day challenge, they would be set up and ready to be a part of your group coaching program. And so if you look on the right-hand side, this shows you an example of what Flodesk Checkout can look like for you once you set that up. You'll have that form. If you select that it's a free resource, it will eliminate the section that asks for a credit card number. And then you can see underneath where it says that bonus offer. So people are coming in for that free offer, and then they're offered the bonus before they check out. Now, if you are sitting there thinking, okay, I really don't know what I could offer in my business for free that would generate sales, I want you to go to Instagram if you have an Instagram account already established. If you don't worry about starting from scratch. But if you have an audience there, you need to poll your audience. You need to talk to your followers and ask them what they would like. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see me doing this all the time. I will even blatantly say, help me create my content. And what's so great about that is people get involved in the process. So when I'm actually ready to roll out a paid offer, they're ready to buy it. And so I would encourage you to leverage Instagram stories as a way to brainstorm. If you've thought, okay, I think a digital download would be a really good fit for my audience, ask them, if you had to pick between these two, which would you like to download? If you think a digital experience would be better, ask them. And if you're struggling with how to make that happen, I have a video called Increase Your Instagram Story Engagement with Canva. So that is all of the setup stuff that I wanted to make sure that I passed along to you. But before we progress, I want to remind you again, make sure that you are posting on Instagram anything that was valuable to you, tagging Flodesk, tagging me if you'd like as well, so that you can enter that giveaway. But I want to just pause and let you think about this statement. People focus too much on creating the thing and overlook marketing. The easiest way to increase your sales is to include your audience in the process. Bring them in for the behind the scenes look, and they will feel a sense of reciprocity toward your brand because they helped co-create your offer. How can you put yourself out there in such a way that people feel like they are helping to craft the offer that they will one day purchase? So it's great to create things in isolation. It's great to brainstorm and go into a little bunker, wanting to create your best work. But how can you create it in such a way that people see the process as you walk through it? So I just want you to keep that top of mind that yes, we want to create a Flodesk checkout that is built to convert, but we also don't want to create it in isolation so that when you're ready to put it out there, no one sees it coming. So I just want to make sure that you have that in the back of your mind as we walk through the specifics on how Flodesk checkout works. So if you guys have any questions as we walk through this process, I want you to drop them into the Q&A. We have some members of the Flodesk team here to answer your questions. At the end, we're going to really dive in deep into the questions, but feel free to pop them in as you think of them. All right, so now we're ready to create your checkout. And the checkout is comprised of 3 different pages: your sales page, your checkout page, and your delivery page. That sales page is what allows you to sell online without having a website. If you look underneath that mock-up of the computer, you're going to see a pretty funky link, and it says calm-meadow-931.myflodesk.com. That is an example of the link that is created when your checkout is complete. So you can directly link to Flodesk checkout in your link in bio, in your bio on, say, for instance, LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter, however. So you will have a link to your checkout when your checkout is published. Then there is a checkout page where they input the information, their credit card information, or just their name and email. And then there is the delivery page. Now, if you feel that you just want to link directly to the checkout process, you can bypass all of that by just using the checkout only template, which I think was super brilliant. So if you are using Flodesk Checkout just to complete the payment processing or connect it to your email, then you can just use that template. There's a YouTube video on my channel called Flodesk Checkout, Everything You Need to Know. And feel free to check that out as well, just to make sure you're acclimated with how the system works. Now, in my case, I used Squarespace URL mapping to change my link to my Flodesk checkout. It was easier for me to remember lashondabrown.com/checkout PDF. And so right now, Flodesk does not have the capability to white label all of your links, but you can use Squarespace URL mapping, you can use Rebrandly, or you can use a free website like Bitly or TinyURL. So you have some options in terms of driving traffic to your checkout link, and you can decide what's a good fit for you. But the really exciting thing about this whole system is if you are just getting started in business, you want to market a checklist to sell an ebook, you can do that without a website. And I think this is super exciting for those of you who are wanting to boost sales in Q4. If you've got something that you can create this month and the next couple of weeks, you can use Flodesk Checkout for, say, for instance, a Black Friday sale. So this is something awesome that you can put in place, even if you're not in love with your website. Your checkout page will be completely hosted on Flodesk, so you don't have to touch your website at all. Now, one thing that I see a lot of people asking questions about is the ability to customize the buttons, say, for instance. And so I want you to know that if you click on the background area within Flodesk Checkout, you have so many options to toggle things on and off to make it look like what you would like for your business. You can also add your branding to it. So if you toggle on the switch on the product tab that says make it free, that's going to skip the payment collection option. So you can use Flodesk Checkout to promote free resources. You can also go straight to the paid resource if that's what you'd like to do. Again, a lot of you have questions, so I made a video called Flodesk Checkout FAQs. You can reference that as well, or ask the questions at the end of the webinar. So that's one that I get a lot, is how do I make a resource free in Flodesk Checkout? And all you need to do is click on the product tab and switch on make it free. And that will eliminate that credit card information. Now, when you're creating your checkout, you've got to select an opt-in segment. So we talked about it earlier that you're making those segments on your list. So as the emails come in, they have a place to go. And when you go inside of checkout, you'll be able to specify anyone who downloads this resource, immediately add them to this segment. That is how you're able to eliminate zaps. You're able to do all of that directly inside of Flodesk Checkout. Now, if you're like me, I also wanted to give people the option to join my newsletter. So underneath of the name and email address, you can add an option where they can select the box and say, I want to be added to your newsletter, and you can change what that copy says. So you have multiple options to add people to your email list directly inside of a checkout page. So when they purchase, they're added into an opt-in segment. If they purchase your bonus offer, they're added in there. If they just purchase your product, they're added to that segment. So you have tons of options within the Flodesk Checkout backend. Now, if you decided to offer something for free, another option is you can sell them a bonus offer in the post-purchase delivery page. Remember that we talked about Flodesk Checkout is comprised of 3 different pages: your sales page, your checkout page, and your delivery page. After they put in their name and email address and potentially credit card information to purchase something, you can still offer them a bonus when they complete the checkout page. And this is where your workflow could be triggered, right? So they filled out their name and email address. And once they do that, not only are they going to receive a receipt for their download through checkout, but they can also trigger a workflow if you want to send more information. And so this is one example. What I did is I created a Flodesk checkout to deliver a very simple PDF. And within my workflow, what I did was I used that as an opportunity to market my relevant affiliate links. So even if you're only using checkout to deliver free information, think about what is relevant to that free resource. Did you make the free resource in Canva? Did you build the checkout, or did you build the quiz in something like Interact? How can you drive traffic to other things that will generate money for your business? That workflow is a great place for you to put that information. So remember that checkout is just the beginning of the process. And because Flodesk has Flodesk workflows, you can continue the relationship with your customer long after they check out because of workflows. So take some time to think through that before you turn your checkout on. So that is your drinking from a fire hose introduction into Flodesk Checkout. I want you guys to stay in touch by going to lashondabrown.com/join the club to join my Bootstrap club. That is where I talk to everyone about things I do not post on social media, giving people the behind the scenes look at what it's like to be a full-time content creator. If you want to support the channel, you can always go to lashondabrown.com/coffee. And you can always, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing, and we're going to walk through some of your questions to make sure that you are set up to have your best sales season yet. And if you have not taken a picture of yourself as you're watching this webinar and posted it to Instagram, tagging Flodesk and tagging me, I would encourage you to go ahead and do that so that we can select a winner before we hop off the call. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, bring my camera up, and join Maddie to help answer questions for you guys.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, LaShonda. That was amazing. I feel like I even learned so much.
I know so much about checkout at this point. It's kind of scary.
Hey, it works. Good to know.
I'm really trying to shorten that learning curve for you guys. I will tell you, we said in the copy for this webinar that it would be a no fluff webinar, right? So I tried to consolidate everything you guys needed to know and then make sure we have time for the questions, because this is your opportunity to actually talk to Flodesk. How often do we get to talk to the company that's equipping us to be great online? So okay, first of all, you guys are incredible. I'm so thirsty. I'm so parched. I have this here. But I will tell you, Flodesk has truly, this is unsolicited. They didn't ask for this, but Flodesk has changed my life, guys. Prior to Flodesk, I didn't like sending emails because I felt like the emails never looked like what I wanted to put out into the world, right? The emails weren't beautiful. They weren't beautiful to write, so I didn't like sending them. And so I realized once I was able to switch to a software that was a good fit for me, I couldn't stop myself. It felt like I was actually talking with my friends via email, and it really started to boost sales in my business. It started to change how I engaged online. And it made a big difference. So I also want to break down the pricing, the bundle pricing. You guys may be confused. I was slightly confused. So if you bundle Flodesk email marketing and Flodesk checkout in annual billing, it needs to be annual, before November 1st, you guys are going to lock in for the rate of $29.50 a month. So that is what's going to save you the most amount of money as you guys walk through the process of using Flodesk in your business. So if you want to use checkout in addition to your email, make sure that you do that before November 1st. That's how you're going to save the most amount of money. So I'm all about bootstrapping. So I want to make sure you know that before we hop into the Q&As. So Maddie, do you want to go ahead and pull that up and we can kind of walk through what people dropped into the chat?
Yeah. Let me pull up the chat just for any like strangler questions that are kind of out there. Oh my gosh, there's over 100. So bear with me.
No problem. And just shout out to Megan and Ted answering these questions like mad people. I think it's incredible how many have already been answered. So that is so wonderful. Thank you guys so much for rocking it out for us.
Yes, thank you guys. You guys are amazing, always. So this is a good question. I don't know if this was answered already in the Q&A, but there's a question from Annette. What if I already have a professional website, collaborate with a startup that helps me set up subscription-based programs with Stripe? Is it still a good idea to upgrade to Flodesk? I'm in the middle of these changes, so lots to consider.
So she hasn't started using Flodesk at all yet?
I don't think so. Let me know if oh, you have. Okay.
You have. Okay. Yeah. So in terms of leveraging just not checkout. Okay, awesome. So here's my humble opinion on who's a good fit for Flodesk checkout. Okay. Flodesk checkout, what it's going to do is for the person who is, first of all, not well-versed in writing copy for a sales page, it's going to be very beneficial for you because the sales page templates are already built to convert. So it's going to show you the breakdown of the information that would be vital to help somebody to get from a website visitor to a website customer. So if you struggle with website copy, if you struggle with promoting your sales, the sales page templates are going to be very beneficial for you. It's also going to help reduce some of that friction that people have. I don't know if you've been to certain websites, but sometimes they ask you to create accounts. They ask you to put it in the cart. They ask for all this information. And Flodesk Checkout is a very seamless process to get you from, you popping on the page to you checking out. You guys actually use Flodesk Checkout to sign up for this webinar. So if you remember how easy that was, you were using checkout to sign up. So that's a really good example. Also, I am a firm believer in testing out services and having them overlap, right? So not completely leaving what you have to hop over to something new. So you may want to have that in-between time where you test it out on a small scale to see if it's a good fit and then, make the leap. So that's something else that you can do.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. That's awesome. Let's see. I have like two different things going here. I have the Q&A box.
Yeah, no, you're good. I love that you guys are engaging. Hi, Megan.
Yeah, let's have Megan jump on too.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're getting a lot of questions about how it can work for your existing website. So if you don't need checkout like in its own container,
use the checkout only page.
Yes. Yep. We have checkout only templates. You can link right to it on your existing sales page. So if you already have a beautiful website that you've gotten branded and have all set up and you don't want to use our sales page, you can use our checkout only template and link to that so you can bring people right through the checkout process with Flodesk. And then on the delivery page, once they check out, you can link them right back to your website or wherever your products are hosted.
So there's a phrase on webinars that my friend Taylor uses called chat waterfall. And that's when like the comments and chat is coming in so much as like just water from a waterfall. That's exactly what we're experiencing now. And it's super exciting because I can tell you guys are listening and you're here. And I just think that's awesome. So the internet's fun. Thanks for being here.
Yes, I also want to just plug, if you didn't get your question answered during the webinar, email us at support@flodesk.com and we'll put that in the chat. Our member experience team is here and we are ready to take care of you with any questions you have whatsoever.
I think there's also questions about like schedulers and how we can kind of work around that to integrate that for people that maybe have schedulers.
Yeah, so we actually recommend linking to that on your delivery page. So you can sell a session if you're offering a service. And once they go through the checkout portion and pay, then on your delivery page, you can link them in the instructions right to your online scheduler so they can pick their spot and schedule right from there.
Yeah, and I saw it pop up in the chat briefly. So essentially your delivery page allows you to redirect traffic wherever you want. So I did get this question on Instagram. You know, if you've got a resource that's too big, say for instance, to attach to a Flodesk email, you can redirect to a Dropbox link or a Google Drive link or however you want. So there is that option to customize where you send people once they complete the checkout.
Yeah. And then also, what about things like subscriptions? I know there's a lot of people asking that about maybe if somebody has a subscription-based service, if they want to incorporate payment plans. Yeah. What about those?
That is one of our most requested features for checkout. So we don't have it yet, but I do want to let you know that we are working really hard on making that a possibility for you very soon. So it's definitely coming.
I saw one comment from Anne asking if you can have more than one checkout for different offers. I actually strongly encourage that you do that, again, because that segmenting is what's going to help you to grow your business. So for every free offer you have, go ahead and make that a separate segment and make it a separate checkout. There's also a whole analytics panel. So you guys are going to get data about how is your checkout performing. So again, even with this webinar, we were able to see how many people visited the checkout page and then how many people actually opted in and signed up for the webinar. So you get all that data per checkout. So it behooves you not to link everything together. You want to separate it out so you can see what offers are performing well.
Exactly.
There's so many questions. I'm so
I know. I'm like,
yeah, no, it's exciting. It's
my brain right now.
like rapid fire. And I wanted to leave time for this because this is like the best part of being here live, guys. Let's see here. Okay, here's one from Renee. I love Flodesk. I tinkered with checkout, but got stuck on the delivery webpage. I found a section in a template I wasn't able to turn off. Can you speak more about the delivery page? Yes, I got so many questions about that. That's covered in the Flodesk FAQ video I did today. You can toggle off so many different things on the delivery page, but you've got to click on the background. That's the part. I love you guys, but that's the part that wasn't as intuitive. Like I didn't know you could click on it and change things. So if you see all those sections on the delivery page and you're like, girl, I don't need 5 sections, I need 3, you can click on the background and toggle it off. So you can decide how long your delivery page is. The one thing that will not go away is the receipt for what you're doing. Your receipt's always going to be at the top, but everything else, your instructions, your bonus offer, all of that, that can be toggled off if you click on the background on your delivery page. Oh, I was just deleting sections. That makes so much more sense. See, I love it. I love it. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go to the chat and I'm going to put a few links in here. I'm going to drop in. So I love Flodesk, y'all. I have a whole Flodesk playlist. So some of those questions are addressed there. You can follow me on the Instagrams. You can join the Bootstrap Club for free. And that literally the Bootstrap Club is just the name of my email list on Flodesk. I would encourage you to, you didn't ask me this, but I encourage you to brand your email list. No one wants to just sign up for your newsletter. But if you say you want to join my club, do you want to join, my group, my fam or whatever, come up with a cute name for your email list to make it more appealing for people to opt in. So if you go to, I'm going to put the link, but if you go to lashondabrown.com/join the club, there is an embed Flodesk form on my Squarespace site. So in some cases, I will embed a Flodesk form. In other cases, I'll link to Flodesk. You can do both on any website platform that you have. It's not just a Squarespace thing. You can do it on Showit. You can do it on Wix. They give you an embed code that allows you to put Flodesk on your website. Okay, so that's not in regards to checkout, but I just want you guys to know that. I did see that question from Julie. So I'm going to drop that in the chat. Keep the waterfall coming because we got time. We got time, but you have to be on the call to win the 1 year. So if you leave, you lost your chance. There's that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of questions about should we use checkout for freebies instead of forms now? And I think that's a really great question. It really just depends on what you want to do with it. So I think that checkout is really great to build your customer base and your subscriber base at the same time. But if you don't have a huge subscriber base to buy from you yet, using Flodesk email with our forms is a really great way to start building your list to have more audience to sell to, if that makes sense. We had somebody asking how you use Flodesk with Squarespace, LaShonda.
Yes, that's the embed code I was talking to you about. I do have a video. There's a picture of me like on my YouTube channel and it has like the Flodesk logo, Squarespace logo. So that video will actually walk you through the steps of how to do that and where to put your header codes so that your forms appear. So if you're using Squarespace, because I'm a Squarespace top level designer, so I'm well versed in that universe, well, just watch that video because you can pause and, rewind and all that, but you can do it. All you need to do is copy the codes into a code block on Squarespace. So that's how you make it happen. Someone said, I saw the promo code for trying Canva Pro for 45. Yes, friends. Canva Pro is going to help you make a freebie you can sell on Flodesk. So if you need it, lashondabrown.com/Canva45. I'll drop that in the chat. I got links for days, friends. So make sure you join the club because it's all there. But yes, I would definitely encourage you guys, make a new resource. Okay. So many of you guys have been promoting the same tired freebies for a hot minute. So make something fresh that you can promote in Q4 and then think about how can I drive traffic to an impulse buy less than $100 for Q4. Okay, that's what you need to do in order to set yourself up for all those end of the year expenses. We all know it, your insurances, your taxes and such. So think about what's a new freebie that I can make and what's a paid offer that I can create that's $100 or less. And that's going to help you to grow your business. And you can use Flodesk Checkout to do all of that. So you're not using 10,000 websites.
I saw a question about Flodesk checkouts for photographers. So having clients sign an agreement prior to their session. So that's something that you can also link to on your delivery page, or you can send them an email with that agreement. So they'll pay first and then they can book their session right from your delivery page. But you can also direct them to where to sign their agreement. You can send that via email as well.
And I think someone asked again about how to enter the giveaway because I'm finalizing the winner. So if you quickly last minute entries, post just a screenshot of you on the call onto Instagram and tag us, then we'll be able to run the giveaway and pick somebody who is on here. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Story is awesome. I just dropped it in the chat. If you guys can post your Instagram story, I know some of you guys are in love with your feed aesthetics, so post it to your story and it won't damage that for you. But yeah, definitely tag Flodesk. You can tag both of us if you'd like. That's no problem. Let's see here. In Flodesk University or on the blog regarding checkout, are there photos of checkout email examples? So there is that blog post, The Ultimate Guide to Flodesk Checkout, on the Flodesk blog.
Yep. There is also the templates themselves are examples of what a sales page could look like that is designed to convert. So you can actually just take that and kind of plug and play with whatever fits for your business, because that's something that our designers and product team have worked really hard into making sure that all of the pieces of checkout are designed for you and your business to convert.
So Megan, I see a question from Ashley about trying it for free for a month. Is that still the case? Could you clarify that for folks?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we have our beta deal going on. So you have until November 1st to lock in our best deal ever. That's the beta discount, which is for the entirety of your active subscription with us. So you can try checkout without paying until November 1st. You'll only pay the Stripe fees, which is 3% plus 30 cents. 30% would be crazy. So yeah, you can absolutely try us out till then. You'll only pay the Stripe platform fees. The Stripe transaction fees. We do not have a platform fee. So yeah, absolutely try us out. You'll only be prompted to pay once you publish. So you can build your sales page, you can build your checkout page, you can build your delivery page, and really get a feel for it. Another thing for those that were asking about examples, the flow that you went through to get to this webinar was built with checkout. So if you think about the page that you landed on, where you input your information, emails you receive, that's all done through checkout and Flodesk email.
Someone had a question about the Flodesk blog. If you guys go to the Flodesk website and you click on blog at the top, that's what I was referring to. So the Flodesk blog has tons of resources. One of the things I went digging out of curiosity the other day, I mean, they even have like suggestions for email subject lines and all sorts of really helpful resources. So if you are on the email marketing struggle bus and you need some help, that is a really helpful tool that not many people are utilizing. So make sure that when you go to the Flodesk website, you look at the top and just click on blog, and it's going to give you all that info.
Also, I don't know if we talked about this before, but there's a lot of people asking about physical products. I know that's something that we've gotten quite a bit. So Megan, I don't know if you want to touch on that.
Yeah, for sure. So right now, Flodesk Checkout is optimized for digital products, services, and courses, and not physical products. We don't have the inventory management or fulfillment services with Checkout. That's something that we're exploring, but it may be a while before we're able to implement that. A workaround that we've been sharing is if you're able to link to your own fulfillment tools, that may be a way that you can utilize Checkout with your physical products, but right now it's just not a functionality that's built directly into it.
So I did see, okay, I'm totally, okay, I'm going to tell you guys, technically this is not going to be public until like next week, but friends, I saw a question about having clients sign agreements before their session using Checkout. So if you are using Checkout to have someone pay for a session, but you also wanted them to sign an agreement, you can redirect them on that delivery page. And I'm just going to say, a little birdie told me, if you are a JotForm user, they might have a way for you to capture legally binding signatures without paying extra if you have a JotForm subscription. So that's just one way you can do it. But no matter what tool you're using to capture signatures, you can have them, pay using Flodesk Checkout, and you can redirect them to signing your agreements. You can also, again, leverage that workflow. So they check out, you could send an email saying, super excited for your upcoming session. Here are 3 things you need to do before we meet together. So it could be pick your outfit, sign your agreement, and grab a cup of coffee, and you could send them like a free cup of coffee or whatever. So remember that workflow is how you can deliver more information. Most people, when they pay for something, think about it. When you go, you put something in your cart after you bought it on Amazon or New York & Company or wherever you shop, you don't typically linger on that page, right? So if you also create a workflow, they'll see, cool, I paid, I checked out, you got my money, but then they're going to go look in their email. And so that's where you can continue to nurture that relationship and give them more information. Everything does not need to be on your delivery page because ain't nobody going to scroll that far. So make sure that workflow is set up. Let's see. Oh, you guys are coming through with these questions.
I know. I was like,
it's
maybe we
awesome.
can answer like a couple more and then announce the
Yeah,
winner.
no, this is awesome. And I would encourage you guys to, again, hit up support. Hit us up on social media. If you guys, I'm just going to say this frankly, if you guys love this, like tell the people, maybe we could do this again. Maybe we could, Kiki live again. So let them know. But this is awesome. And we're super excited that you guys are loving this new feature because again, we want to make it easy for people to part ways with their cash, right? So if we can eliminate the friction, we can grow sales. So let's see, maybe 2 more questions you think, Maddie, and then we can pick our giveaway winner.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think I don't know if you want to pick one or you want me to pick one.
Yeah, if you see a good one, let's do it.
Let's see. Man, there's so many.
I know. It's like I'm trying to pick one, but there's so many.
Let's see. Oh, easy one. Can you post your IG handles again? Sure. That one's easy.
Each of you.
Oh, while you're doing, Megan, sorry.
I just saw Katrina's comment. Each of you pick one.
That's the one I was gonna pick too.
Okay. Oh, this is good. LaShonda. Oh, okay. LaShonda, I do not use email yet. I do it all on Facebook. Why is the email list so important? Oh, child, let me tell you. The conversion rate on emails is literally insanely high. I'm not going to give you the exact conversion rate. I feel like people have said $34 for every dollar you spend on email marketing. I don't know. The point is email marketing converts at a higher rate. And what's so great about email, right? Half the time, if you follow someone on Facebook or Instagram, even if you subscribe to me on YouTube, you're not getting the notifications. Even if you want the information, you're not being notified. But I'm telling you, the quickest path to someone's wallet is through their email. It's through their email. And so you've got to have that in place. I will tell you, when I started my business, I made up an email list before I even knew what I could sell people because I understood the importance. So the best day to set up your email list is right now. You can use Flodesk free for 30 days. Use it free for 30 days. And honestly, I would challenge yourself. I would really take a step back and say, okay, how much will Flodesk cost me for a year? I got 30 days. Can I make enough money in that 30 days to pay for an annual subscription to Flodesk? If I can do it, I'm going to keep it. If I can't, don't worry about it. Okay. But I'm telling you, in my business, email marketing has been the number one. When Instagram goes down, how do I contact my customers? Email. Okay. You do not own Facebook. You do not own Instagram. You do not own YouTube. Somebody could hack your account tomorrow. And I hate to say it, but it's true. But if you have an email list, you have a point of contact with those people who want a deeper relationship with you. They have parted ways with their email address. And so we've got to get on the bus. You got to make an email list, even if it's something simple, like I'm going to email you once a month. Or frankly, I have friends who only email when they have something good to say. There's no rule about how often you email your list, but you need to start capturing those emails. Oh man, so many things.
Let's see. So I know Katrina asked about our affiliate program really fast. That is incorporated into your Flodesk account. There's a whole affiliate tab in your account where you can get the link and share it with your audience, share it with your friends, fellow business owners. And you'll get a $19 kickback for everybody that joins using that link.
$19 directly to your PayPal account. Everybody gets the link. You just need to click on Share Flodesk and your link is in there. So, and also if you leave on the Made in Love with Flodesk thing at the bottom of your emails, that links directly to your affiliate link. So if people are like, this cute email, how should you do that? It goes directly to Flodesk. Oh, yay. People are excited to join the Bootstrap Club. You guys are going to really get to know me in there. Welcome.
Okay.
So it's a bundle. Yeah. And I think the last one, Odette asked about the bundle. So you pay for the bundle annually to get the $29.50 a month rate. If you already have used my affiliate link to get Flodesk, you're good to go. Like you will get the discount. You can get the discount before November 1st. My affiliate link is just lashondabrown.com/Flodesk. So if you want to bless the ministry, you can use my link. If not, just go to Flodesk. I don't care. Just be great.
Yay. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. There's so many good questions. If your question was not answered, please feel free to reach out to either us on social, the support team, and we will be happy to answer your question. Yeah, I guess that's it. LaShonda, do you have any last words?
I think someone said, if I'm already an annual member, will this just be added and adjusted? They do like, I guess maybe Megan, do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, for sure. So if you already are a Flodesk email user, you'll need to add Flodesk Checkout to your subscription in order to utilize it. But we have a bundle, an everything bundle, so you don't have to pay an entirely separate cost for Flodesk Checkout. You can bundle it together, and that's where that $29.50 comes in. So if you choose the everything bundle, it's on your plan and billing page. The coupon code is already applied through November 1st. Then you can take advantage of that offer and get Flodesk email and Flodesk Checkout together for $29. It works out to about $29.50 a month when you pay annually.
So friends, we are going to send the replay out to you guys. So don't worry about that. If you popped in a little bit late, you're going to get access to the whole recording. It's going to be where you can replay it a bajillion times on the YouTubes. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope it got you pumped, inspired, and wanting to go forth and be great using Flodesk in Q4. And yeah, let's see some checkout pages coming out. Let's see you guys promoting those freebies and upselling the crap out of people. Let's see that happen. I think that'd be great. Awesome. So yes, if you guys want to send some love, you can always do it on Instagram. Even if you didn't win, hopefully you learned something. So you came away with something to help you in your business. Thank you again, Flodesk, for having me. This has been so legit. Thank you again. I really appreciate the opportunity to geek out over this software.
Thank you. Seriously, so much. And if you're not following us on Instagram and also TikTok, please give us a follow, give LaShonda a follow. And until next time.
Ta-ta for now.